In this video, we will look at setup actions for Connect data services. We will start with prerequisites, followed by activation, and the steps for user access. To start this work, Connect data services will be deployed and made available to your organization. You should have experience of managing Connect, and have administrator access, in your Connect account and in Connect data services. Administrators in Connect are automatically assigned admin access, in Connect data services, when the service is activated. We suggest you view the relevant documentation, found at docs.aveva.com, to help with the setup activities required for this service. Please also reach out to available technical support, customer success or other support resources and make use of their expertise. As an administrator, you can use the Connect platform to activate your new service. The steps are as follows. First, check your service is showing in the services catalog. Scroll down to locate your service. Check the subscribe tick is displayed, confirming activation. Next, you will create a folder in Connect, for your organization's services. You will activate Connect data services, in this new folder, for your organization's use. From the Connect home page, open Folder Management, from the menu. Your company's root account is displayed here. A folder must be added to contain your active services. Select Add Folder. Give the folder a name that reflects your organization or group, as it will contain their services. The folder name will be the namespace in your Connect data services tenant, so choose appropriately. Next, select the region. This may be different from your Connect data services region. Be aware of the impact this may have on performance, and ensure it aligns with your IT and organizational requirements. Select Save to continue. Next, select a suitable folder image for your folder. Select your image. Select Save to finish. Your folder has now been created. Revisit Folder Management to see the update. Your new folder is displayed here. Return to the folder for the final step. Move the switch to On, and the service is activated in this folder. Other tasks must now be actioned to complete user access. Next, we will set up user access, using the Connect platform and Connect data services. When data services is activated, the data services viewer role is created. This role enables users to view the data services tile in Connect. However, users need additional permissions to access data services. During activation, the Connect admin role is also given additional access in data services. Connect admins are given the additional role of tenant administrator. This allows them to configure access within Connect data services. Let's review an example of how this works. Start by creating groups in Connect for data services viewers, editors and administrators. You can add users into these groups in Connect at the end of the setup process. You do not need to add roles to these groups. Next, let's look at how you add groups in Connect. From the Connect home page, select User Management. Then select Groups. Select the Add Group button. Enter the required user group name, as shown. Other fields are optional, and not required. Select Save, to finish. Your new group has been created. You can create any additional groups by repeating this process. After creating your Connect groups, let's look at the actions needed in Connect Data Services. You will select your new user groups within Connect Data Services and add tenant user access roles. Data Services will link to your Connect groups to give access to your users. This will be demonstrated in the next section. To add Data Services access to an existing Connect group, open Data Services from Connect. Select Security, and then Groups, from the menu. Select the Add Group button, as shown. Type the name of your existing Connect group in the Name field. Select your Connect user group. Now select a tenant role for the group. In this example, Tenant Contributor is selected for editor access. Click Save to finish. Any users added to this group in Connect will have the Tenant Contributor role. The default role of Tenant Member can also be seen. Here is a table of some example Connect groups and Data Services tenant roles to help you create your user access. You can create additional groups and assign roles, as required, to match your organization's needs. Finally, let's add a new user to a Connect group to complete the access process. Open User Management and select Users. Let's add a Data Services editor. Select the Add User button. Type their email address in the username field. Select your group from the list, such as DS_editors. Press Save to finish. The new user has been added, as shown. Select the user to check details. The group has been added to their user profile. They have also been added to the default group, called User. If we check their roles, we can see that our new user has the Data Services Viewer role. This is assigned from the default group, ensuring the Data Services tile is displayed for the user in Connect. This completes the video on Connect Data Services setup activities.